Good afternoon, beautiful people. Today is Sunday, December the 5th. Hope everybody is doing great, like I am, ready to tackle another week of LPN school. This will be starting tomorrow, week 17. So this is actually the last week that we will have our very last lecture. So I am thrilled for that and a little sad because everything is coming down to a close. But there are some great things that are ahead in my future. So guys, every Sunday I have my little cheat sheet. If you are new here, every Sunday I try to do a weekly recap of everything that I have conquered the prior week. So guys, a lot of fun things has happened this week. I'm going to switch up a little thing today, and I'm going to start with clinical. So this week, well, this past Friday was my last day of being at the facility that we've been throughout this whole semester. It was very, very bittersweet. My colleagues and I had to tell all of our residents, yet, Friday was our last day with them. Oh God, y'all, some of our residents were crying. This was my first time ever seeing my resident to ever be in pain. I mean, he's been in pain before, but Friday was like one of his worst days of being in pain. And he has a lot of ailments, but to actually hear him crying out, "Someone help me, help me," I was like, oh my God. And we excuse me, we were in the process of getting his medications and stuff together. And I was like, oh my God, I've never heard him, or seen him, act like this. But it's kind of, discouraging to me, because I hope and pray that he's not declining. But, he is an older adult patient. He has a lot of ailments. So, it might be coming on down to, his last days. But I don't have the final say. We all know who does. So hopefully everything will work out, in his favor. So some tips that I would like to give someone for clinicals. And that is, if you have missed a day or some days, if you're like me, my community college, we have a set of papers that we have to complete. We have timesheets that we have to turn in. And we have some other sheets that we have to turn in. So if you miss a day or days, I only missed one. So you have to schedule a time to meet with your clinical instructor to get everything that you need in order. So that is the downfall of missing days in clinical. So, this is my very first time ever missing a day in clinical. And for future reference in these next 2 semesters, I don't plan on missing any more days. I tell you that, because I know things can be made up, and thankfully my next makeup day will be on next Saturday, which is December the 11th. But guys, when you miss days, it just throws you behind. If you can't work out a time, or say for instance, that last day was Friday for us. I got everything completed and signed by my clinical instructor except for one paper. And that paper is, you got to list your resident's age, the gender, and all of the diagnoses for that particular patient or resident. And I got all that, but she has to sign off on it. So I I've already sent her a text message, but she has not responded back to me yet. So what I will do, I will try to send her an email in the morning. So hopefully we can arrange a time and a day so that she can sign off on that. Then my very last makeup day, whatever resident I have, or patient, because we'll be in the hospital, whatever patient I have, I will have to put her name or his name, the gender, and then the diagnoses. So, and then I will have to get that clinical instructor to sign off on that. But guys, everything is going to be signed off on. in neat and perfect order. So when I turn it in, I have all my 80 hours and I am good to move on to semester 2. So that's just a quick little tip. And another little good tip is to make copies of everything that you are doing in your clinical sites. Because we have the S-bar, we have the clinical profile sheet, and we have a clinical feedback tool. And that's like maybe 5 or 6 questions that we have to answer about our resident, whether you had some challenges in the clinical facility, what are some of the concepts that you had to deal with your resident, and some more little questions. They weren't real hard questions, but it gets you in the mindset of, breaking things down for that particular resident. So guys, please make copies of everything, especially the papers that you have to turn in at the end of every semester, because that will save your tush in the end. Now, I have made all copies of necessary paperwork, thank God. So that's not an issue. I just got to get my clinical instructor to sign off on that one particular sheet. Now, I guess he's like the instructor of the overhead instructor of our program. He gave us a list of everything that we needed on Tuesday, but Friday, while we were in our clinical site, he added the other sheet. So now I have to go back and get my clinical instructor to sign off on that sheet. But I will get that done hopefully one day this week. And then I will go ahead and make up my day, my final day on December the 11th. Okay, guys, for, let's see, lab, I didn't have anything written down in particular for lab. It's just that, we are already done with all of the necessary checkoffs. So that's a plus. And now we are just, reviewing a lot of medical terminology, because we got a little pop quiz on Tuesday when we go back. So we did a little exercise on some of that. And then Tuesday afternoon, we did a lot of dosage calculations. So that's a big help, because that's going to be on the final exam. And it's also going to be on the NCLEX. So, excuse me, a lot of extra practice on dosage calculations is a huge help. Now, lecture. I got some great notes for lecture, guys. Okay. Remember last week when I told you guys that I bummed my last exam? So a good tip for that is to always try to schedule a meeting with your instructor, especially the test that you didn't do well on. But hey, it's not a bad idea to schedule a quick interview or a meeting with your instructor to even brush up on the things that you got right. If you did great on the test, kudos to you. I have done great on several of my tests, but it's just one particular test that I didn't do so well on, and that was the one that I took last week. But it's okay, because I'm still maintaining a B in the class. So I know these last 3 tests that we have coming up in the next 2 weeks, I got to get at least an 80 and above on all of them. And I know I can do it. But guys, a quick tip is to always schedule a meeting with your instructor on all of your exams, because the instructor can break things down to what you missed. And, with our community college, all of the exam questions have little clues in each question. And now that we're in the end of the semester, I see how these tests are made. They're all NCLEX style questions, but all of the questions that you're reading have clues inside the questions. And if okay, so all the questions are multiple choice and you have A, B, C, and D. If you can weed out 2, then those other 2 questions, go back up there in that question and read some of those clues in the question. And then you will probably be able to find out which is the best answer. So that's a good tip. Let's see. Oh, another huge tip that my instructor gave me is, like, say for instance, tomorrow we're getting ready to start the concept of trauma. And I told her that I was getting ready to go on Amazon and purchased a book called Test for Success. She was like, well, you know, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. She said, but let me give you a little piece of advice. Before you even attempt to start reading the chapter, log on to your ATI and take the little practice test on the current chapter that you're on. Gems, guys, gems. I'm dropping some gems for y'all. So yes, go on ATI, or even if your campus utilizes My Nursing Lab, go on there and take a quick test on the current chapter that you're on, just to test your knowledge, you know. So that way you'll be like, oh, I know this. Oh, I know that. Or some things you might not know, which is fine. That's the purpose of doing a blind test, because it weeds out what you know and what you don't know. So now I'm not even going to waste my $30, $35 on getting that book when I got all the resources I need right in front of me. So save money, guys. Let's see. Oh, guys, I have started utilizing more flashcards. As you can see, I'm getting it done, guys, and it's more than this. And I got these little flashcards on the ring. This is what I've been using for like fluid and electrolyte values. What else? Oh, acid-base balance. And then of course the dosage calculations, like 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams and so forth. So these little things on the rings are pretty handy, because if you're on the go, or, you know, at the laundromat, or getting your car washed, any little thing that you're in your car for a little while or kind of stagnant, break these bad boys out and go over some of your things in class. It'll come in handy. And my last little tip that I've been utilizing while I'm studying, and I've been doing this prior to the beginning of semester 1, but there are 2 main websites that I use on YouTube that plays like little soft, relaxing music that you can study with. And that's from Lo-Fi, it's L-O-F-I. And then the other one is called Christian Lo-Fi. And if you just Google in the search bar in YouTube, L-O-F-I, you'll get a whole list of these playlists that just pop up. And towards the bottom of their little description, it tells you that if you do have a YouTube channel, you can use those songs playing in the background of your videos. So I think probably my next video, I'll try to utilize more of their study music in the back. Because guys, of course, you know, I do have my candles lit when I study. I have my soft music playing, and I have just my little lamp light that you can see shining over me. I have that on. And good little tip too is to have your blue light blocking glasses. I have maybe like, I have 3 pairs that I bought from Amazon, and then I have a prescription pair. And guys, if you are staring at a computer screen, even while you're studying, while you're at work, those blue light blocking glasses are a must, because you don't want to strain your eyes so much you keep getting headaches and stuff like that. Those glasses really do help, guys. So guys, this is like what, almost going on 14-minute video. I didn't think I was going to be on here this long, but I have given you some great tips. And once this semester is over, I'm going to do a list of probably 10 good tips that I have acquired in this first semester that can help future nursing students and also the ones who are already in the program. So I will try to do that video probably within the next couple of weeks. And hopefully I will have access to my grade, and I can go ahead and move on over to semester 2. So guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep on watching these videos every Sunday. I hope you like these videos, guys. I have truly been blessed with creating this channel, and I have so far, I think, let's see, 133 subscribers, which is good, because if you remember, I just started my channel towards like the middle of May, and here it is December, and I got 133. So guys, I will see you soon in the next video. Be blessed and be safe. Bye-bye.